chose it like a lottery, and my number was to where I was drafted in 1970. Yeah, so I was, and I didn't choose the military, but I'm glad I did, because it really, because you go to college and you just take it in stride, and that's when I tell the kids here, that you need to focus on college, the education. But back then, it's just, I'm just going to go to college and chase the girls. And you're excited in a sense, your heart is pounding, but like keep in mind that we're a plane, we came in on Cameron Bay, that's the airfield there, and everybody was, we didn't go as a unit in a sense, we had Army, we had Marines, of course Navy, also all different service personnel, and once you get there, then you have your orders, and they put you on a processing line. There was a lot of what we call lifers. Lifers mean those are the career people, the one that wanted to be there. They volunteer. They volunteer for duty in Vietnam, and the majority of them, we didn't want to be there.
You didn't want to be there?
No, we didn't want to be there. No. It's just that they told us to go, so we went. There's that's one of the things we used to tell us that were drafted. We used to kid the ones that volunteered. We call them the RA, regular Army. Okay, those are the volunteers, regular Army. We were just the regular GI. You know what GI stands for? General issue. We were just Army, drafted, draftees. We were draftees. So a lot of times these RAs that would complain is, oh man, this, and we would tell them, well, you know what, you volunteered for this, we didn't. Why are you complaining? And then it was true, but there were some good people. There's be surprised, and there's a lot of myth as to what went on in Vietnam, and that's what the schools need too. The middle school, high schools, especially the history things like that, is they need to get that education out. I guess the truth, because there's a lot of movies, out there. The John Wayne movies. And this and that, the Green Beret, that's the movie about the Green Beret, that, a lot of stuff. It's all Hollywood.
It's all Hollywood.
It's all Hollywood. Washington, D.C., there's 58,000 plus names on that wall that never made it back. And a lot of them are still would come back, because there's a lot of MIAs missing in action, things like that. And up to this day, they're still finding remains, especially those pilots, they crash, and of course it's in the jungle, so there's no rescue, there's no possible rescue, and so they never came back. So they were just missing in action. A lot of the POWs that died in prison during that era, during that time, a lot of times they were buried right there on the side. The bodies were never, or their remains were never brought back. So that's part of the POW MIA, or it doesn't matter. Once you're there, you have to take care of each other in a sense. Take care of each other.